Hi guys, it's PTG-Gobbo here, back with another tutorial. This time we're going to be doing a beginner's basic guide to non-metallic metal. I used this on my goblin army and I think you guys might find it useful. So we've got a little goblin plate armour just there. I'll show you how we've done it. First up, we use a Chaos Black spray. Then I want you to look at on the armour there. You can see the reflection from the light above. So that's all the places where we're going to start applying paint to give the illusion of a metal surface. But we're just using greys through to whites. So first up is a mix of cold grey and black, 50-50. And we're just going to coat all the armour plates, making sure we get everywhere. This is him done, and again you can still see the reflection from the light above. We're going to start gradually lightening up those areas in a second. But first what I want to do is do a dark tone wash. So we'll do the wash. Let's see what it looks like. So I watered them down 50-50, so that makes sure it doesn't get too thick. Sometimes it can leave like an oily residue on the top. Again, you don't want it to pull too much in this either. So gradually just work it round. You can dab some off if you've used too much. You're going to want to let him dry for at least an hour. Once he's dry, you can see that all the recesses, all the parts around the armour plates are all shadowed. Back again with the cold grey and the black, and we're just going to go over the raised areas on the armour plates. Anywhere where the shadowing won't be. Next up, we're going to go back in with just the pure cold grey, and we're going to start adding the paint where the light would reflect off the metal. So any of the raised edges, any of the folds in the armour plate, so you've got the curve there in the centre of the shoulder pad, the little spike at the bottom of the elbow joint, anywhere that would catch the light either normally, so using the light above, but also on a battlefield if the sun were above. Again, you don't have to be too neat with this technique. You can take more time doing it, but I like doing it rough and ready on this one. Next up, we're going to do a mix of cold grey and stonewall grey, 50-50. And we're going to start with a detail brush now, going down the centre of our cold grey, picking up the edges of the armour again, any of the rivets, but again only doing the top side of them. Anywhere that the light would catch. So on the lance there, we're picking the rivets out and going down the centre line of our previous cold grey. Next up is just a pure stonewall grey, again getting lighter and lighter, again with a narrower part down the centre. We're just going to gradually build up that brightness. For a character model, I'd probably go through more layers and different shades rather than just the 4 basic colours that I've used for this particular tutorial. Next up is Stonewall Grey and Dead White. And again, we're going for the extreme edges now. If you add more shades in and more different layers, as long as they're thin layers, you can get a better blend going through, and it looks a little bit more realistic. But for a standard goblin, you don't necessarily need to do that. So again, working on where you've painted before, gradually edging, going into the centre. Last up is the Dead White, and I'm going to call something like a extreme pin prick. So anywhere where there's like a sharp corner, or where there would be the maximum amount of glare or glint coming off the armour. Especially focusing on rivets. And we want one central line down the centre of the lance. There we go, guys, that is the finished effect. I quite like it. Again, it's not a fully professional one, but it really stands out on the battlefield, and it does look great when you've got massed ranks, massed troops and knights galloping towards the enemy. So thank you very much again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. We're going to be doing more coming soon. I'm going to hopefully be doing a gold non-metallic metal tutorial for beginners, hopefully coming back next week. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe down below, and if you want to see anything, if you want any hobby tips, or if you've got anything for us, please let us know. See you again soon.